Weighing up the true costs of our choices to create heating in our buildings involves far more than the efficiency of the heating equipment selected. Consideration of where the primary energy will come from, how it is delivered to the building and converted is also required. We have to provide heating to buildings. This can be done in many different ways, but all choices will have an impact on the primary energy used, the conversion and distribution methods, the amount of renewable energy delivered, and the emissions generated. Gas is the most common heating fuel in the UK, with 80% of UK homes connected to the gas grid. Boilers are also more efficient than they once were, meaning that a small amount of extra energy in the form of gas is required to provide the heating load. However, this is where the questions must start, as the UK now imports more gas than it can produce. When compared to generating the same amount of heat via oil, a common choice for those who are not on the gas grid, natural gas looks good. However, both options use fossil fuel, impacting on our nation's fuel security. And once the decision has been made to install one of these systems, it will not be changed again until the end of its life, tying us into the need for more fossil fuel consumption. If a heat pump is selected rather than a fossil fuel burning option, it can be seen straight away that it is a more efficient option as it converts electrical energy into heat energy. In this example, at a ratio of over 3:1. It does this by absorbing naturally occurring renewable energy from the environment, which, in turn, means that less primary energy is needed, assisting fuel security issues. Electricity will increasingly become the fuel of choice within buildings, driving fossil fuels off-site and back into the power station, where it will be required for years to come to help generate our nation's power requirements. However, using direct heating systems is not going to be the answer, as while they are very efficient at converting electricity to heat, they need far more primary energy to supply them, and due to our current reliance on fossil fuels to generate electricity, including a high percentage of coal, this results in the highest emissions of all the options. So, when we view these options together, we can see that a heat pump offers the lowest emissions while consuming less electrical and primary energy than any other option. And because our electricity grid will become ever cleaner over time due to the introduction of more renewable energy generation, a heat pump will generate less emissions as the grid improves. The challenge ahead of us is vast, but solutions do exist that can make the change required easy to implement once the whole story is understood.